Shalom. This is Yabatazah. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. I'm coming back with a video tonight, just going into the topic of being told more than once to do something for the ministry of Yahawashi. Alright, to those that have been in this thing, X amount of years versus the ones that are newly coming in, because the ones that are fairly new, they're going to be guided and held by the hand, but those that have X amount of years in this thing and you're still being told what to do, you need to examine yourself, man. All right, so that's basically what this video is going to be about. This is 2 Corinthians 13:1. This is the third time I am coming to you. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. I told you before and foretell you, as if I were present the second time, and being absent now, I write to them which heretofore have sinned, and to all other that if I come again, I will not spare. That's right. So you don't want to find yourself idle, man. All right, because when Yahawashi sees that and sees that there's no sincerity in there, no effort, no motivation, he's gonna spew you out, man. And that's why the scriptures talk about being on fire, fervent, being as a candle, a lamp, burning. All right, because that's how Yahawashi needs us to be. Active, not inactive. Okay, because the next time he comes and sees, he might not spare you, man. All right, so it's vital, man, that you take heed to these things, because a brother or an elder or the leader of the camp shouldn't be telling you, more than once, twice, 3 times to do something, but that's what I was saying. I'm making a distinguishing between a newborn babe versus somebody that's been in X amount of years, even though we're all babes in this thing, because this truth is infinite. All right, so I'm gonna go from there to the book of Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler. Because the ants, ain't nobody telling them to do this or to do that. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. All right, why? Because they're part of a colony, man. They're part of a body. All right, so that's something to consider. When you're in this thing X amount of years, whether you be by yourself or you're with another brother, a 2-man camp, or you with 20 brothers, you have to be as your own guide and overseer and ruler. Yeah, you're under authority, under an order, but at the same time, you have to rule your own spirit and push yourself, man. Seek out thy own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay, verse 8, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. Because you don't want to be found wanting or lacking, in the spirit of Yahawashi. You want to be filled in each and every way as fit as the Most High sees for you, man. Being preoccupied in prophecies in the scriptures, doing the work, and so forth and so on. So it's very important, man, that Yahawashi sees that effort, that motivation. So you have to be on fire, man. Let me go from there to the book of Job, verse 33 and 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. And how does the Most High speak to you? How does he exhort, admonish you? He admonishes you through the mouth of the prophets, his men that are preordained from the foundations of the earth to exhort, admonish, rebuke, to teach you, guide you. All right. But man perceiveth it not, you know. So it's more important. I mean, going back in the time of Exodus at Mount Sinai, the Israelites, they didn't want to hear the Lord's voice. They were afraid. So they said that they'd rather hear Moses, you know, but yet they still didn't hearken unto the prophets, you know, because the more, and I've been through this to experience that the Lord will tell you through the brothers, through the epistles, the videos, but if you don't perceive it, you don't understand or correct it, he's going to let you know what's going to happen in a vision, and he's going to make that vision come to pass. You know, that's what it's going into right here. You know, if you read from Job 33:14 all the way down to verse 18, you know, but Yahweh speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not, and that's through the mouths of the prophets. Okay. Let me go from there. Here I got here in the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 24. A fodder, a wand, and burdens are for an ass, and bread, correction, and work for a servant. If thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest. But if thou let him go idle, he shall seek liberty. That's right, man. If you have a servant and you let him go idle, idle means to be inactive. He's gonna seek for liberty, man. Meaning he ain't gonna want to do no work, man. He's want to be set free. He wants to go and do his own thing. You know, then that servant's no longer useful. All right. You don't want to be found idle, and that's how Yahawashi is gonna be. He's gonna be looking at you and be like, man, you ain't real about this. You're lukewarm. You know, verse 26: a yoke and a collar do bow the neck, so are tortures and torments for an evil servant. Send him to labor, and that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil. Set him to work as is fit for him. If he be not obedient, put more heavy fetters. You see, so you want to make sure that you're not being found idle, but participating in that labor with the fellow Akim, man. You know, proving your own selves. You're proving your own work, not being held by the hand you know, every week or every day being told to do a video or whatever it is that you got to do for this, pushing this ministry, man, and for your spiritual growth. You should be desiring and being hungry, you know, for spiritual increasements, man, because that's what the word motivation goes back to being desirous or hungry, you know. So you have to the scriptures say in the book of Sirach not to hate laborious work, not to hate husbandry. Sirach chapter 7 verse 15: hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained. So he has ordained us to put forth effort, man, you know, and to consider the ways of the ant, which have no guide, no overseer, no ruler. They're not being told what to do, you know. So that's something to consider. Let me go from there to the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 3. For if a man think himself to be something, yet he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. That's right, man. So that's the part of this thing. You have to be humble in this truth, and being preoccupied in prophecy in the scriptures, and maintaining and pacing yourself, and putting forth the videos, and, you know, going out to the highways and the byways, helping brothers out, whatever it is that you got to do in the body of Yahawashi. If you ain't doing that, man, you deceive yourself, man. Because it says in verse 4, let every man prove his own work. You know, you are your own man, basically. But like I said, we are under elders, under officers, teachers, and apostles, whatever it is that they got out there. We all have it. There's an order, man. But you had to prove your own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, because you're gonna know that, hey, man, you've been doing what you got to do. You ain't gonna be proud about it, like to where it's gonna to be to your destruction, but you're gonna be happy, man. You're gonna be well. All right. So brothers out there, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to do what you got to do, man. To the best of your ability. Brothers understand your situations and things of that nature. But, a brother shouldn't be having to hold your hand and be telling you, hey, man, you got to do this, do that. So, hey, man, take it to consideration, brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I speak this to myself as well. We all these videos are made directed for ourselves and to the body of Yahawashi and so forth and so on, man. But I hope it was edifying, man. Just keep doing the work, brothers. You know what I'm saying? That shows that you're fighting. Not being found idle. Just being busy. You know what I'm saying? Busy like the ant, man. Consider her ways. But until next time, man, I want to say shalom.